Yay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I was just looking back at the last videos and I feel like I'm wearing the same outfit every single time. Obviously, there's bigger things in the world to think about, but I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I have my go-tos. I wash my clothes.
Unless you have like an infinite wardrobe like Cat in Red Dwarf, you just are going to, or Carrie in Sex and the City, never wore the same outfit twice.
Oh,
That was
wow.
the costume designer's thing, that she never wore the same outfit twice in however many years of doing the show. That's why
She must
she.
have been in so much debt. Like on the front of it, she's having like this fun life, and there might be like some difficulties like within her love life, but there's never an issue usually with like money. She's just yeah, she must be in so much debt.
But she is actually. I need to find the volume because I can't hear you.
Oh, okay, I can hear me. It's not that great.
Okay. I want to hear your beautiful voice. Oh, there we go. It's a new laptop thing, and so I'm not quite sure where all the buttons are yet. It's a much smaller keyboard. That's why I have to do this and go, where is everything? Like,
How are you feeling today? How is life treating you? This
I'm feeling a bit rough today. I may have had a glass too many red wine last night, and then maybe a rum cocktail and maybe a port. I don't remember.
a poor, what interesting mix of drinks.
Yeah, all in one glass with a straw and an umbrella on the top.
Although actually, I suppose maybe port does come to the like near the end of the night. Although now I'm not a big drinker. I haven't drunk since last lockdown. So what do I know about the order of drinks?
Only on weekends. That's the time for the drink.
Oh, no judgment, no judgment. I've done something to my arm, so I find it difficult to lift my arm. I'm hoping the power of improv will make me ignore my ailments. That's usually the thing.
Which arm, left or right?
This one, which is
Okay.
my left arm. I
Yeah.
wasn't ready to say left or right just yet because I didn't truly know. So I was just like, I'll start here and then the words will come.
Just like improv, I know how to name my body. There's this thing on my face. It's belly button.
Bella
That's
Bird.
what I learned this week, somehow randomly. I don't know how I learned it. But you know, you always want to know what's on the other side of your belly button.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
There is nothing there. It's your first ever scar.
Oh,
It's
that is
just a
beautiful.
scar. That's all it is. There's nothing on the other side of it.
There we go. There's an answer to a question you didn't ask. But I love that. I love the fact that it's your first ever scar, the first unique thing about like, hey, I've lived.
How's your week been?
Um, do you know what? Actually, I've had a really tough week, like emotionally. My one of the jobs I'm going through, going through. You just was just going through a job.
Yeah.
You go in one end, you get out the other end.
Pay the
Hopefully,
toll to enter,
yeah, pretty
pay
much.
the fine on the way out.
But yeah, we're going through a little bit of a restructure, reshuffle. So I am in a position where all of our posts have been deleted, which is obviously with ends, just like I don't know, a phoenix from the flames. Also put up a fear of just like all change and different. But also there are like loads of opportunities on the other side, and I think it will be for the better. But it's difficult. Change is difficult, and like you get some winners in change, and you get some losers, and who knows where the chips will fall.
It's the uncertainty, isn't it? It's the lack of certainty. It's the
Yeah.
not knowing. And especially at the moment with everything in the world, we really don't like uncertainty at the moment. We want things to be nice and clean cut. They're saying that in the first lockdown, people were with television shows and things, people were revisiting ones that they'd seen before. And that
Ooh.
was really popular, was to rewatch things because people wanted to watch things where they knew what was going to happen. They didn't want all the uncertainty of a new show that they didn't know what was going to happen in this show. They wanted.
Oh, beautiful. I suppose that is a nice little comfort. I might share that with people. The fact of, do you know what, if you're looking for comfort, go back to the things that you know that you like, rewatch a program, revisit a place, reread that book. Although places change, programs and books don't. Although I feel like your viewpoint, sometimes you're in a position where you're just like, oh, I remember that. And then you go back to it and you go, ah, oh, how racist or transphobic was this?
Didn't notice that the first time
I
around.
didn't notice that. Now I have more information in my head. But in
Yeah.
my mind, I always go, you can't do that because it was made of a time. And in that time, I'm not saying it is good, but you was enjoying it. You might have been buying their merchandise as well. So it's not like you come out clean from this situation, but it's nice to go into it and go like, oh, okay, this was something of the past, but things have changed now.
Yeah, your perspective changes, and physical perspective changes as well. It's like when you go back somewhere that you visited when you were a little kid, and then you go back there. So this was a house we lived in, and it was on a really steep hill when I was like 2 years old. And then I'm going back there as an adult, and there's no hill at all. There's like a slight incline.
Oh, wow.
When I was a kid, we lived on a hill, but actually it's just like a slight incline because of my little legs.
I love that. And I think also maybe your parents were just thinking, oh, come on, get up here. But from your perspective, you're just like, well, I'm about to climb Everest. So like, give me a minute, babes.
I got to put on the boots. I got to put on the jacket. I got to get someone to help me with my tents and set up a base camp.
Although you said that when you were a child, did you just run around naked because it was so hot? Am I making that up? I might have made that up then.
Well, my family were fine with nudity. That's what you mean when we were all young.
I thought it was because the weather was so hot. You're just like, wow, let's just.
No, we did generally wear clothes. I mean, around the house there was, as you do with, well, not everybody does. There's that thing, isn't there? Some people have nudity is fine, and the family's all naked together, and some, me, until you sort of all hit a certain age when you're in a mixed gender household. But some people don't. Some people have never seen their parents naked.
Which I was about to say, that seems a bit weird, but then maybe on my side it seems a little bit weird. It's always been a single gendered household, and it continues to be in the homes I live in. So I went through a slight stage where I started locking the bathroom door, and everyone would be like, why are you locking the door? I need to go to the toilet. But I was going through that kind of like, growing into my body, I need privacy. And then I went back to the kind of like, there's clothes downstairs, I don't have any clothes on, I'll go down naked and put them on. But yeah, you're right, my partner is just like, this is weird, like put some clothes on.
Yeah. I suppose it may also count to what climate you grew up in as well. But
my house is really hot. I feel like we're trying to recreate the motherland of Africa within the home. I don't want to put on a jumper. I want to just be able to walk around with the heat on. And why I'm still in that position where I can, I'm going to do it,
Yeah, go for it, sweetie. Should we do a little rhyme?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's rhyme.
Okay. Oh, you look like you're going to start then.
I was like, I'm ready to go. And then I was just like, with nothing.
Waking up very early in the morn, looking out the window at the rays of dawn. On the window pane, there's frost and ice. I thought, oh my Lord, that's not very nice. It's cold out in the world today. Oh my Lord, what can I say? So I got the quilt, wrapped it round my shoulders there, and tiptoed down to the kitchen with ever so much care.
Walking down the stairway of my childhood home, looking downstairs to the breakfast bar, which I used to see in my childhood really as my throne, I thought, oh, look at me all big in this house. When I remember back, I used to be, I felt like I was as small as a mouse. And this used to be the only peace I ever got at that time, because all the rest of the family, they were asleep, and that alone time as a child, it was just so sublime. And I felt like I was pulled back right down in the past, and I felt like I went from present day, and the regression went back, and it went fast, and I felt young, I felt happy, I felt gleeful, I felt cold, but I also felt free, and I felt, it's nice to revisit this for me.
And I thought to myself, my parents aren't up yet. I'm thinking, yes, I bet I can treat them by making them a great big feast. I thought I'll even bake bread. So I got out the yeast and I started cooking away and making them food. I was so happy. I was in such a great mood, but I got gravy and other stuff all over my quilt. And I thought, oh no, I was covered in guilt, because this was the quilt that I'd had as a child. You know, it was mine. It was beautifully mild in its pattern of pastels with animals all crawling about. I thought, oh no, my mother, when she sees this, she's going to shout. I thought, well, no, because I'm an adult now. And surely that's the way somehow as you grow up, you take more responsibility for what you do. But oh my Lord, look at the goo. I thought, I'll stick it in the washing machine. So I shoved it all in, and then I put the washing powder in the top in the little bin.
And then I pushed it in, and I looked at the machine, all the buttons on that box, and I thought, I can sort this out. I'm an adult, as I said before. I am a keen fox. And I stared for a little bit longer, and a little more time, and I thought, it's just a machine. I'm sure I'll be fine. And I took my pick one at random. I did press, and I thought, well, I wished, I kind of just prayed, all for the best. And then there was a clank, there was a clang, there was a movement of this metal box, and it felt as if, like, I hadn't put a quilt in there. It felt like I filled the thing just with rocks, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remembered my my childhood past, and that nostalgia. It did not really long did it last. I remembered when I was younger and I lived in this this house with the rest of the fam. I remember I didn't do anything. I just used to just do things and like be on MSN and just be on the webcam. So I didn't know how to work this machine to make things go clean. And oh my gosh, the water did whoosh. The quilt did not fix, and I thought, oh my gosh, with all this pancake things and the broken washing machine, oh, I've made a dreadful mix.
And I stood back and I looked at the room, and over my head came a sense of gloom. There was food on the counter. There was suds on the floor. The machine was rocking, and my ears were sore. I didn't know what I could do. I felt so alone there in my family home. And then I heard some feet on the stairs. And I thought, here comes someone who really cares. And down the stairs came my folks. Oh, I'd never been so happy to see those blokes. And they walked into the kitchen. They said, what have you done? Oh, Lord, you've been having some fun. And they didn't shout at me. They didn't get mad. They just cleaned it up, and I was ever so glad. And once again, I felt small like a child, and it was a nice feeling. It was like kind of a big mild hug all around me as I sat near the bench, and they made me some food, and they went and fetched everything there and put it down, and there wasn't any kind of frown. I felt really nicely at home, and I thought, sometimes, you know, it's a shame that I'm grown.
Oh, there we go, a little trot into the past. So I live in a house with my mum and currently my partner as well. So my mum, my auntie lives in a single household, so she just moved out and went with her. So I've had some time without her there, but she's back now. And I'm not sure if you can hear. Sorry, say that again.
Your auntie or your partner?
My mum is back. My partner did move in with my auntie.
Your partner
didn't move in with my auntie.
I thought they'd make good flatmates, but you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. She
had a great time.
But my mum is back, and she speaks, well, it's the whole family. We're just very loud. She speaks so loud on the phone, and then she keeps on the phone because she's always talking to an endless family in Ghana. And she's loud on the phone from her bedroom, which I can still hear from here. And then when she's walking across the lounge, she's loud. And then she takes the phone into the bathroom with her because it's just family, and she's just really loud. So if you can hear that in the background, I don't apologize. My home is not a studio. Things happen. We have toilet calls, you know. So there you go.
There you are. That's the world today. Cool. Yes. Oh, hello. This is. I think you're on that side of me. This is Mo.
Oh, okay. And wherever she is, this is Jo.
Hi. Yeah, hello, we're Derek's Mojo. Good morning, waking up Saturday. Hope you've had a lovely week. That was our little hello catch up. yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Have a grand week, y'all. And I'm going to go and get more coffee into me now. Actually, I might just go back to bed. Okay.
You can, you're an adult, you get to choose.
This is true. This is true. All right, my lovely. Goodbye, internet world. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye, folks.
Bye. I can do this because I just remember. Bye.